What y'all doing out there in TV land, man? If you ain't tuned into Kofi's universe, you slipping. That's why I go get all my info for black culture. He do the best album reviews I seen. You know what I'm saying? Dope rap reaction videos. He do it all. You heard me? Go to Kofi's universe right now. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Man, stay in tune, loved one. That's how it's happening. Me.
YouTube salute. So Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend and his child's mother, Nessa, alleges that Rock Nation received $5 million a year to stop the NFL protests. If you're new to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit that sub button, click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. So I've been checking out her stories, her IG stories, and she's been posting a lot of content lately about what's going on with Rock Nation and basically saying that they can't be silenced because she is a radio show. She hosts a radio show on Hot 97. So she basically said that they can't shadow ban her or block her or whatever. So this is one post she put out on Twitter, aka X. She said, at Nicki Minaj exposing the smear campaign tactics that Jay-Z, Rock Nation, Desiree Perez did to her behind the scenes is very similar to what I was told they did to Colin Kaepernick. When Jay purposely co-opted Colin's protest by siding with the NFL to help their image after they blackballed Colin for his protests. I called them all out years ago, and so many people were scared to say publicly, but would tell me how they agreed with me privately, shaking my head. Rock Nation apparently took $5 million a year over 5 years to bury the growing protests, and specifically helping them move beyond the controversy around teams' unwillingness to sign Colin. Desiree even said, we love that everybody wants to be on the stage, that we've completely changed the conversation to fighting for it versus boycotting. We've come a long way. She got her pardoned by Trump. No coincidence the NFL owners are his buddies and also donated millions to his campaign. I still don't watch the league or whatever is performing at whatever game they have playing. Hashtag still with Cap. Hashtag forever. Wow. What do I have to say about this? It's about the money. It's about the money. I mean, did they ever care about, black and brown people getting killed in the streets? No. That's the last thing they worried about. They brought Jay-Z in as the middleman. We'll give you some money. Put some people on stage during the halftime show. That will silence everybody. They're going to forget about people getting shot in the streets. They're not going to think about Philando Castile. They're not going to think about Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown. The list goes on and on and on. People are just going to be like, okay, whatever. Shake your ass. No disrespect to Kendrick. No disrespect to Usher. No disrespect to any other artist that performed at the Super Bowl. We talking about Dre, Snoop, whoever. It was all about get out there, distract the people, keep them blind, keep them ignorant. Do I still watch the NFL? Not how I used to. I stopped watching the NFL a long time ago. Every once in a blue moon, if the game is on, the game is on. But I watch some college football before I watch the NFL. But it is what it is. I don't knock nobody else. I mean, I just feel like we at a point right now in lives. I mean, slave plantation, slave owners. This is what we're dealing with. I mean, we knew Colin Kaepernick wasn't going to come back. I knew Colin Kaepernick wasn't coming back. Only because it's the fact that they wasn't not going to allow him to have another chance. But I also heard that Colin Kaepernick didn't show up to one of the Atlanta Falcons workout. I think this was like in 2021. This is rumor. I don't know how true that is, so it is what it is. I mean, I respect Jay-Z as a rapper. I respect him as everything he has done for hip-hop. He's done some great things, but when it comes to Rock Nation as a whole and how they was kept to be quiet, for the protests, I can see it. I can see it because, like I said, You know, money talks, bullshit walks. Because if it was no money coming in from the NFL as far as paying off, would Jay-Z really be out there saying something with Colin Kaepernick or trying to get him a job? Probably, most likely. But they probably said, like, hey, man, let's do a deal. They did a side deal. And that's how it usually works. You know, if you can be brought, you have no integrity, that's what happens. I'm glad his girlfriend is writing for him. I think that's a beautiful thing. We don't see a lot of women writing for their man like that. It's usually like the man standing on their own or the woman standing on her own because the man not writing for her. But this is beautiful that she's down with him. Will he ever go get back into the NFL? No. And I'm not trying to hate on him. It's just like they ain't gonna let that happen. We already know that. But she's still down with him. They actually put together that black and white show that came on Netflix. Remember, if y'all got check that out, it was like a Colin Kaepernick's biopic. They only did like one season. They never continued to go to like the season 2 where he was gonna probably be at college, where he was gonna play for what you call it, University of Nevada. You know, so that never happened. But they got books out. They got a child. They've done a lot of good things. I mean, Colin Kaepernick got his money. It is what it is. But for her to speak about this situation, ain't nothing wrong for her speaking about it because a lot of people don't know. A lot of people have forgot. I mean, think about the world we live in. Social media has distorted our minds that we see one thing and we don't even care about what we see tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll see something else. We'll forget about the past. But to me, having a photographic memory, I remember when this all went down. I remember when people asked Jay-Z at that table. This is like 2020. No, it's like 2021. No, 2019. My bad, because it wasn't a pandemic yet. And he was like, "Oh yeah, we're not gonna worry about the protest." And I'm like, "Huh?" See, my thing is the fact that like even if you're not going to protest, how you going to stop other players that have an impact and they can make an impact when it comes to their voice, when it comes to everybody listening to what they want to do? Some people are going to try to hate, say, "Oh man, F Colin Kaepernick. I'm glad he don't play in the NFL. F him. He was messing up the game." Y'all wasn't saying that when he took the 49ers to 3 straight um, NFL championship games and went to the Super Bowl. Everybody was on his side. But once he became conscious and said, I'm not saying he was never conscious, but conscious of the world seeing what he was going to stand for, then that's when people hated him. Post your comments below. Hope smash Black Panther the like button, subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. You want to support, donate to the channel? I have Patreon. Patreon.com/KofiUniverse. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs. Everything's in the description. Until next time, salute.